Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm very excited to introduce for the first time Mr. Black of Zoey and Finley's litter. He was born February 26th, so he's in the middle of our Puppy Academy program, which is training till 12 weeks of age. We know his personality very well. His Recherche score is 767, 7 being that he is dependent. This entire litter is very dependent. They love to be with people. They love to be held. They love to cuddle, love to snuggle, but they're not puppies that are overly dependent, that scream and are extremely vocal and have separation anxiety. But he's definitely dependent. He loves to be held, loves to be with people. On the activity scale, he's a 6 out of 10. So he has a very balanced activity. He is not hyper, he's not high energy, but he's also not a lump in a log. He will play, he does have energy, but he's definitely just barely outgoing. And then confidence-wise, this is a pretty confident litter. He's a 7 out of 10. He is a puppy that's confident, that's not very fearful, not the most fearless dog, but he's definitely not super timid at all. Size-wise, the mom is 60 pounds, which is average. The dad, Finley, is actually our largest boy. He's 85 pounds. We think he's gonna get 75 to 80 pounds. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say right around the 80 pounds. I don't think he'll be as big as Finley, but I think he will be bigger than the average boy, but he's gonna have a big blocky head and that beautiful white mane. He's beautiful, has basically a solid white coat. You can see no cream. You'll be able to tell if they're cream by their ears and their back, especially right here, but he is very light and absolutely stunning. Now he's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age, which is May 21st. The second training level is Canine College, our most popular training program. That's training till 16 weeks of age. That's June 18th. Now it's the most popular training program because one, he'll have all of his shots, so you don't have to quarantine him. Secondly, he'll be able to hold his restroom twice as long at 16 weeks than at 12 weeks. And the third and the biggest reason is their obedience commands. They grow the most between now and 16 weeks of age. So many times they are up to 3 times better obedience trained at 16 weeks than they are at 12 weeks, especially the boys. They mature a little bit slower than the girls. The third training program is Master's Program. That's training till 20 weeks of age. That's July 16th. And the fourth training level is Doggy Doctor, training till 6 months of age. That's August 26th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Finley and Zoey. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize the parents. We talk about their health clearances. We talk about their personalities. We're very proud of our parents. The two things that make us different from any other breeder is the quality of our parents. They're imported in from Europe, come from generations of show champions, and most importantly, health clearances. We have actually had this exact same combination before. If you scroll down, there's a link that says click here to see previous go home videos and pictures of Zoey and Finley's litter. You can actually see what these puppies look like as they get older. Now, what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna show Mr. Black in training as of right now. Now, he's a boy and he's still right around that 9-10 weeks of age. And so he is not even close to being as good as he'll be at 12 weeks and especially at 16 weeks of age. So if you really want to see what these puppies look like and act like at the different training levels, go to the Puppy Training Institute page and there you'll have videos of every training level. But right now we're going to show off Mr. Black and I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training, it's a little bit harder to show, is car training and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers. And we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer. They can hold their place longer. They can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only. And so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20+ people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Mr. Black, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of him. Right above his pictures are the prices for each training level. Some people do have a hard time finding the prices. So in this video, we're gonna show you where prices are found on a typical page, but you do need to look at his page to verify his prices. Right below this video, there is a link that says click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out, and we will respond within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Mr. Black of Zoey and Finley's Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.